Yeah, man.
Helps when I'm not on mute and I sound like a fucking dick. It's alright when I'm not on mute and I'm talking to myself like a dickhead.
We've all done that. I do it with keys all the time. And that one word.
I mean, it's not a good way to start a conversation, but I can't make out what you're saying. No. It's a lot worse than what it like when it starts at sometimes at night time.
Look.
I heard that hurt. I think we heard it hurt. Not a thing. I really can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I said I.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, just a bit.
No, I'm not now. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, no, it's I've done it with keys quite a lot when we're doing a Facebook Live.
It's frustrating as fuck. Yeah, it must be frustrating as fuck when people keep saying, I can't make out what you're saying, but I really can't. It's like I'm talking, but your voice is just coming through like. It's weird as fuck. I don't know why it does it on yours, or if it's like some feedback. Let me just try. Right, you stay in room. I'll jump out. Try adding me in. If it makes any difference. Probably won't, but we'll try it. And different. You should be able to see me. Because I can hear me.
I can
always fucking hear me. That's the problem.
I can hear you loud and clear, man.
No, it isn't. I'll tell you what I can do, though. I don't know if it'll fucking work. My mate said, come on, over there. That's it. Don't know if this will work.
I can hear you loud and
Hello? Oh shit, it won't fucking work because I've got fucking headphones on this side. What a dickhead. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's like that song, because I can't hear you. It's you say it best when you say nothing at all. Fucking hell, literally the fucking song. What I was trying to do was put through the snap section, but I just realised my fucking headphones are connected to this. It won't work. Brain fart. Brain fart in a fucking bottle. And I have to smell the shit I was just saying then. Anyhow, let's play a fucking game. See if it's any better while we're playing a game. Okay. Do the randoms. We'll start with a teamer. Team match with them more. Random. Is you ready? Good. That's what I like to hear. Missy, go let up. If you're not ready, just cancel timer. Ready, fucker? Ready, fucker? I was fucking boring, ready. What you on about? Ready. It isn't team deathmatch. Oh, it is. Fucking what's it? Sniper at back at map. Shazaggy. Whatever it's not. Somebody, I won't fucking better. I can't say my words out. What the shit? Yeah. Don't fucking tie shoelace. Just tie that lead.
How the fuck is that?
Now I can hear you. What? Hello. Good morning.
I'm gonna call bullshit on one of them. Marvel's got. How's Angel guy got a hack?
We've actually a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I've tried blitzing him a couple of times.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I think that King gift as well.
Tell you why in a sec.
Yeah. Fuck off, doggy. In that garage. Fuck is it? Get it? Did it match up? Yeah. Yeah, I could hear you through that game. I could hear you. Morning.
Morning.
I'm just trying that. Which one is it? You know, one at Perks. Just because on some guns they've been nerfed, haven't they? And I've just tried. I'm just putting pinpoints on, seeing what it's like. For some reason, it doesn't seem too bad.
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, that Power Ranger guy, fucking Shaz Zinger or whatever his name is, shot me through the house from one end of the map through to the other. And I weren't where he said I was. I was in the back end. After 5, I know it's about 8 minutes in.
Yeah, during daytime, but I've had that one before me because I thought to myself, "Oh, I've just started game, and I've been taken out by one shot. Where the fuck have they shot me from? I'm behind a fucking solid house, and it seems like they've shot me from through their house, across the fucking map, and through my house, through the house in front of me. And I'm thinking, really? And I don't know what it is. Is it a wall? It's not a wall, like it's. I forgot what it is. It's an exploit, isn't it?
I don't know. I just reported the guy as you were saying about your loadout thing. I done wall hack.
Oh, loadout, yeah.
But I missed what you were saying.
No,
I caught loadout and you were trying something and weapons were nerfed, but that's all I really caught. Sorry, man.
Yeah. I checked. What it was, I was looking on something, and I've never spotted it before. I've had the perk for ages, so it's the pinpoint perk in red.
Yeah.
And pinpoint perk gives you better aiming accuracy. You know what? When we've been saying the shots have not been fucking dead on target like they normally are, they're just slightly off.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a try with it, and it's putting my shot back like it should be, dead on. Even though you can compensate with it.
It's basically like oh fuck, what you call it? Track and beacon on like in Star Wars or Star Trek, where they lock onto.
Oh yeah.
Where they lock onto
but also,
and then all of a sudden it pulls.
But it also.
But also.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of auto aim.
Yeah, but it also pings a ring round them as well, so it's a bit like the footsteps once you've seen them.
Yeah, like the V2 ready brick.
It is handy to have on, but it throws me off slightly.
Oh, it throws. Oh well, because I've been using that AK-17 117. It's just been slightly off for some reason, just slightly. So I had a look and I thought, right, you know what the hell's this? So I put it on. I put it on with the LK. I forgot what the gun's called. LK something.
LK
never used the gun before.
Or 47, something like that.
Yeah. So I've never used the gun before, and funny enough, it went out time. I'm going for it. I'm going flipping heck. They were hitting them. They were a bit dull, but I'm thinking, why is it hitting it so straight? Because it was like you said, when you've got used to compensating for that that bullet strafing to left at right a little bit. I'm like, it's hitting them dead on. Hey, I put it on all my guns.
Tell you what.
No, it doesn't work on SFGs.
What's your loadout for your outside? What the fuck have I got two? What the fuck is going on? Right. What's your loadout for your AK-17 for the pinpoint?
My right. That's what my AK-17 is.
Hang on, let me make a new.
What the hell is it?
Let me just make a new.
I've got two. I want to make sure I've got the right. So that's it.
Well, hang on. Let me just custom. There we go. Yep, got them.
Right. The one we out red dot on is what's that? Barrel OWC marksman.
Yep.
Laser OWC laser. Tactical. Under barrel is Ranger 4 grip. And ammunition is.
Yep.
Ammunition's 48 round, extended mag, and stock is RTC steady stock.
TCs.
Then I have another one, which is. You can try that one, but I have another one as well.
Hang on. What's your final one? You've got barrel, stock, laser, under barrel, and ammunition. Have you got anything else on that before the pinpoint?
No, that's
No.
On pinpoint, that on perks. That's on perks, isn't it? So I've got vulture and shrapnel on perks.
No, on the weapon
So I've got pinpoint.
On the weapon itself.
Oh no, on the weapon. No, barrel OWC marksman, stock RTC steady stock, laser OWC laser tactical, underbarrel Ranger 4 grip, and ammunition 48 round extended mag. So I've got range 58, accuracy 82, control 61, mobility is 55, fire rate 77, and damage is 25.
Hang on, say that again.
Right.
You done that completely. Go on.
Right. So my damage on with that build is 25, which is standard. My fire rate is 77. My accuracy is 82. My ability is low at 55, but it's all right. Range is 58 and control is 61. So it's a steady build.
Yep. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll try that one, and I'll see if I can slightly tweak it and that, and just see if
I have two builds for that, and I'm hoping I think that's the one I use, because I have another build which is slightly different. Well, a lot different.
Well, what I'll do,
I'll
try this one for now, and then I'll try you.
That one's more steady. Yeah, that one's more steady. My other one has it's just difference on barrel and stock, really. So it's one has a suppressor, so it's a bit quieter. But yeah, have a try with that one. I find it steady. But I tell you what it is. I've got one for my BI mode, and it was like a laser. It really was. And for the life of me, I didn't save it. and I changed something, and I haven't got a clue what I changed on it. It's a bit no.
See
So I've been using the Olga.
See my custom on the AK-17. Mine is virtually the same, with the exception of accuracy. So yours is 82, and your control is 61, and your mobility is 55. Mine is accuracy 86 compared to your 82.
Yeah.
Mobility, yours is 55, when mine is 51. But my control then goes up from your 61 to 67. So where I lose 4 on mobility, I go up on accuracy and control. And I've been playing with it. And I don't understand why that's not coming on. Oh, yeah, LK24. So that's the one we were thinking of.
Oh. Yeah. Funny enough, I've saved it because I've just been trying different guns. LK24 it is, short bait. And for the moment, it's a weird one, right? Because I'll just go through damage in that. My damage on it is 28. My fire rate is 63. My accuracy is 73. My ability is 66. My range is 60 and control is 56. And it was just like a random build on it. Or is it? Yeah, it's a random build on it. And I'm like, right, well, I'll give it a try. And it's not been too bad. But I did put pinpoints on it. So when I was looking it up, someone said, "Oh, try pinpoint with pinpoint. Try this LK24 because I've never really used it before."
See,
and I thought,
I've got custom for that as well. I've got
that's what I got
from left side and then to right side, damage, accuracy, etc. I've got 28, 72, and then 65 for range. And I've got 63 fire rate, mobility 68, and a control 68.
Oh, right, yours is over mine.
How is it? Oh.
Right. So if we're going down the left-hand side, then down the right, my damage is 28, my accuracy is 73, my range is 60,
Yep.
Fire rate is 63, my ability is 66, which I think yours is 68.
Yep.
And control is 56 on mine, which I think yours is 60, isn't it?
So the only thing that's really different is your accuracy and your controlling.
Yeah. And but I'm using a 50 round extended mag on it. And I could make it a little bit better, but I'm using the classic red dot on it.
Oh shit!
Because I was trying it on. I was trying it on Rust. To see what it was like at distance.
Yeah.
Well, mid range.
Yeah.
For the domination.
So I reckon you'd be fine with that on not free fall, the other one, front line, on something like Hysenda or maybe that factory one or wherever.
Oh yeah. Well, I used it on Rust, and I've used it on Newtown. Funny enough, that F fear is working great for me at the moment. The only problem is I've got the extended mag on it. It's still spitting bullets like they're free.
So
I'm able to kill. I'm able to kill 2 people. I'm reloading.
So I don't have the extended on. I just have muzzle, barrel, laser under, and rear grip on the LK.
On the F fear.
No, on the LK.
Oh, the LK. I have. The LK. I've got starting at the top, all the way across the top because they're all on. I have tactical, OC Ranger, classic red dot, and MIP strike stock, and down at the right at the bottom I've got 50 round extended.
Yeah, see, I've got a RTC light muzzle, OWC marksman barrel, and then I have an MIP laser 5 MW. I have Ranger 4 grip and stippled grip tape. Stippled? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Ripped for her pleasure, stippled.
but it's
Stippled to be like on one. You've got stipple grip on one of your cam bits, haven't you?
no. No, not on my cram. That's mine are kind of plain out hard steel grips essentially.
Oh, right.
Although I don't know what
Yeah, I'm gonna load this up.
the cover is on the. But I know where you mean though, because you've already seen the cram, but you're more on about that
Yeah.
black handled one, aren't you? Not the
Yeah.
raptor one. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I
grip
class
is
as like,
made out of.
like a stipple to the effect.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not that. I don't think that's that anyway. But there is definitely a cover on it, some kind of tactile grip on it, but I really don't know what it is. That's I might actually ask the question and have a look because I've never actually been asked that. I've never thought into it as much.
I'm just making a quick brew while we're waiting. I've just changed it to you so we can go through them.
Yeah.
Because all I'm going to do is put it on the low light. During daytime, I've noticed there's not that many fucking half-wits on. I don't know why they've been playing the fucking game. You're going to put exploits and fucking wall hacks and shit on.
Because see, I think it does depend because with your weapons, yours is more mobility, where mine's a lot more accuracy and range control. Yours is a lot more accuracy, mobility, and fire rate. So yours is very much more on the move. So that explains the weapon side of things. But then in terms of players and everything else, I do see that there is, depending on the day. Now, every time I've gone on during the day around this time, more often than not, that's more infuriating than it is than if I was playing at night. And I don't know why, I just seem to have that luck. But then any other time, it is like really quiet like it is today. It is ridiculous. But it does kind of beg the question, why put wall hacking and everything else on if there's hardly anyone on, so to speak? And this is a valid question. Hey ho. Let me just have a look at this email quickly. There we go. And kind of go through them and take them off one at a time, because then you kind of done everything.
But yeah, I don't mind it daytime. I find a lot of sweats on there. I did a BO just before you came on, but normally I'll do the solo against teams, and I thought, you know what, I felt squad. And at the beginning they were doing all right, and then for some, I haven't got a clue why. The weapons drop came down. There were two vehicles there, so two teams there. And he dropped the helicopter right in between them. And I'm like, really? Just as the guy put a Revenger launcher out, and I went, for fuck's sake. I had nowhere to go. I'm trying to hide behind the weapons crate. And there were just people there fucking using me as a fucking pinata.
Yeah. See,
and that was it. Oh,
I had one where they were trying. I think I told you about it. I had a couple of teams going about, and then subsequently, me and this last guy, and he was doing the same as what you were doing, trying to hide behind the weapons crate. And then I thought, you know what, fuck this, I ain't going down there. I'll lob a grenade at him. I threw a frag at him, and just as it bounced and went behind it, I think he went, oh shit! Tried running. Oh, he just saw the ragdoll just go, ah! It's just like, got really whacked.
I mean,
And he was a trickster,
what do
I
I do?
think, as
What do I
well,
do?
so that didn't help him either, because I knew what to look out for. Tricksters, the only one that is the right one to shoot is the only one holding the gun. All the rest don't hold the weapons.
Oh, and they don't slide, do they?
They don't slide, they don't do this, they don't do that. And if you watch them long enough,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah,
that
yeah.
they only go up to a certain distance of meter, which
Well,
is like 10 meters
well,
out,
it's
and
like,
they start to
well, it's like,
come back.
it's like poltergeist. It's like poltergeist. I'm thinking, I've watched other people and they blitz them. They know where they are. I've gone against poltergeist, and it's only because I've dropped my brightness down a bit that I've started being able to see the fuckers. Other than that, they can run right past me and I can't see them. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And so he said, there's a guy outside here, invisible. He's invisible. Poltergeist. And I went, no. And they went, yeah, well, no, put it. Next thing, obviously he's been killed. He's fucking left right outside him. I'm like, well, where the fuck's he come from?
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure what it was. So I brought my brightness down just a touch. Yeah, I've been able to see him. And I thought, you sneaky bastards.
See, I struggle with them.
Poltergeist.
I struggle with them because when they first when they first go out, etc., I can't see the bastards. But the thing that gives it away is if you get a little bit further away from them, or you see them changing within about 15 meters, you can actually see the shadows. So
Red dots.
no, not that. You can, like in Aliens vs Predators and the Predator films, and when they just
Be
look
outlined.
out, you can't see it. But then when you look at a certain angle, you can see the light reflecting off them. It's that kind of thing where you see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
silhouette. But then there is another
Yeah, like a
trick that
shimmer.
you can do as well. Is if you look at the floor, you can see where the shadow is. And that's how you can catch the fuckers and that.
Well,
I think they've nerfed that.
yeah,
But you could see the shadows on the floor.
yeah. Oh, I've never spotted the shadows. I just see the shimmer. You know, when the predator changes and he's hiding in a tree or something.
Yeah.
And I see that little shimmer run past me, and I go, right, yeah, was that the sunlight? And I go, yeah, I'm shooting it anyway. So that's how I catch him now.
I think
It's good as the poltergeist, but as soon as you fire that button, you're visible.
yeah,
And I think it's best used for reviving, for picking up tags.
reviving and just
Or getting down.
everyone else. The good time to really do that is it's when you've got Ravager or you've got like two people left and you've got a shitload of smoke bombs or smoke bombs,
Yeah.
smoke grenades and that, and you've got a couple of flash grenades as well, and clusters and all sorts of lethals, and just bombard the bastard. Because they can't see you, and I think as long as you're not shooting anyone, you can actually throw a grenade, but don't quote me on it. I know
It's like the revenge launcher. I've had no fun with that thing. None at all. Every time I've used it, I put it down. It shoots it doesn't shoot anyone. It shoots fucking opposite direction. I'm like, what's it doing? But they use it, and it seems to get you every stinking time. Well, unless you drive and you can get away fast enough.
But the thing is, and that is, if they've got a trophy, they might put that right on the Ravager, so you can't shoot anyone with it. And I've started to notice it quite a little bit more, that whenever there's two people there, they'll put one of them trophy things right beside the Ravager, so you can't see the fucking thing till last second. But even when it's got locked onto
Right.
you in a car, you can use the car and throw the trophy on the car, and you can drive out with that. Plus, also the fact that whenever you try and take the
I
thing
think
out, you can't because any incoming projectiles and that the trophy takes it out. So the best way that you can go about
right.
that is put a trophy down if you got one, or try and get into cover and just throw a grenade at it and blast the thing. The other thing is that when it comes to cars, is when it locks onto you, you've still got about part of 2 seconds before it gets you. Especially if you're already driving away and you're weaving in and out, it takes a little bit longer, and you do get that other second to do whatever it is, as opposed to if you're right up close and
I
you're
a bailout. Yeah. I didn't know there were a counter to it. I didn't know the trophy system did. Was a counter to that launcher. I know now. That's handy to know. Because the amount of times I've gone through houses picking up loot and shit, and I've seen trophy system, and I thought, you know what? Okay, I don't need it. What do I need that for?
Yeah,
You throw a grenade, cyber it.
I never really understood them. I mean, I got the gist of them, but until I really saw it in action, and that was the video Nia sent over to me with putting it on the car and this and that, I then fully understood what it done. Because I'd seen it and I'd used it. I
Yeah.
never really understood due to the description for some reason.
Yeah, I understand it. I understand it now, and it sounds like it's pretty handy because there's a lot of horrible little fuckers who use that launcher, especially when I'm fucking driving.
Oh, the thing
Because the first one to lit the car, the first one to lit the car, it's like you said, it gives you 2 seconds to either weave about or get out.
That's why.
And
That's why I don't panic when everyone jumps out all of a sudden, because all you hear is beep 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. That's why I don't panic all of a sudden, because I know there is that. If you're weaving about and you're relatively a good driver and your game isn't glitching out, I know for a fact that we've got about part of 2 seconds before that thing hits. And even then, if you've got a car all the way up and you're just able to steal it, it's not going to take you away.
Yeah, it's not the distance with me. Yeah, with me, it's not the distance thing. They seem to drop that launcher. I don't tend to drive in when there's a launcher there, but as soon as I get near them, they fucking just plant the launcher, and I'm getting it. About 2 seconds goes out the window. It's just boom, 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 straight on. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
you don't even get a chance. You don't get a chance to scratch your ass or scratch your head before you can think, like, fuck this, I'm bailing.
but is that because
I don't get a chance to.
Is that because you've got other players in the car, or is it just you panic and you're like, ah? If you're not comfortable driving on it?
No. It's 9 times out of 10. It's if I'm picking a tag up and I think it's gone quiet, and there's always one smelly little fuck there with one sock on, and just as you're going in, you hear it. When they plant it, they go boom, and I go that.
Yeah.
And I just swerve past the tag, or I'll leave the tag and come back later. As I'm driving up, I'll hear it, boom, 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 and it's got me instantly. 1, 2, 3 shots straight on me.
Best
I'm
thing,
thinking,
best thing you can do is just weave and get behind rocks, or in my case, try and get as far over the hill as possible, and then swerve at last second.
Well, I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed. Right. So, in that scenario what you just said, Ben, right? I've been hitting the car, and where the car sort of jumps up in the air a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
I've tried bailing at that, and it's impossible. I've had my finger on the button, I've gone, boom. Whether it's not registered me pressing the button, I've tried bailing, and I'm stuck in car. It won't let me bail out. Really, really weird. It's frustrating as fuck.
See, best time to jump out is when you are going over the hill, because as soon as you stop, you automatically bring some of your health down. If your car is moving on the floor and it's going too fast, your health goes out straight away. But the other thing is as well is when you stop, you still have that second to then start moving. And even with a ninja or pump or something like that, you're way too close. So if you're gonna jump out, do it when you're up high, because that way you have that gravitational pull, so to speak, that brings you down. By
Yeah,
that
yeah,
point, the
yeah,
car's
yeah,
gone and you're dropping, but you're flying. But you gotta time it right. Do it too early, you get caught because the car is still coming up behind you as you're dropping. So you want to
yeah.
jump out at
Oh, oh,
highest point
oh.
and make sure that
Jesus.
it's all the Ravager in this sense. It's already coming at you, but by that point you're high enough that that car is starting to drop, and you're still high. That's the only time you can get away from it. But your best bet is get as high as you can, and kind of go over a hill or
Yeah.
something like that. The other thing
Here's,
is
here's one for you.
is when people are using the trophies in MP, and you have hard point, and it's always on Nuketown. But you try and throw something in there, and the fucking thing stops it. It blasts it before you get inside.
Yeah, I've noticed that one.
And you can't do anything about it
Yeah,
either. You can't ping a fucking rocket launcher in there because the damn thing stops. So you can't get close to it because you got
yeah.
some
Can't do
bastard
it.
around the corner. You just can't
Yeah,
do
wait.
anything. But yeah,
I have one. I have one.
Ravages on that side though.
I'm gonna.
As long as you ping them with a grenade or you hit it with a rocket launcher, you're fine in BR. That's the only way you can get them.
Yeah,
That or you.
yeah. I know. I have one overnight.
Um,
We know this person, but they didn't know I were in the room because they're on fucking ghost mode. So I happened to just randomly land on their fucking team in BR, and they took they took quite. I don't know what the fuck it was, right? Because I'm on their team. It just put me in their team. I had no intention of being on it. So I did my normal thing. I kept quiet. I played the part. I played part at the team, and the fuckers tried running me over constantly.
yeah.
Oh, listen. He had an eye on for me. This guy. It was fucking throbbing and fucking veiny. That's how fucking much he wanted to run me over. And he tried his fucking best. Unfortunately, I didn't have an MSRS, whatever it is, or an RPG. And I thought, right, you ain't fucking getting me, because most of the time I'll get knocked first time, with a car out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's trying his best, and I'm just pinging him. Because I think I just landed in, so he had a pistol. So I'm pinging him every time, and it was like a bull in the fucking red rag. I'm sliding to the side, he's fucking missing me. I can feel him getting frustrated. So there's two of them in the car. I thought, right, you fucker. It's all right. I'll fucking catch you. So anyway, he got fed up of trying to get me, because I used my brain. I did a score up. I went round fucking rocks. You ain't fucking getting me. And then I was popping out and just shooting 2 shots. Anyway, they got fed up with doing it. Couldn't get me. And they went up. They got up top, and I don't know who it fucking were, but it were like just desserts. Someone fucking blew the car up, and they both there, waiting to be. They weren't dead, to go up and fucking revive them, if you will.
Yeah, when
I went up and I started fucking. Hey, listen, I went up, I started fucking dancing near them. I pressed fucking them all, started dancing near them till they fucking died. Then I picked the tags up and that. I just did. It don't matter. Ended up with a second place, but I kept holding the fucking tags up way through. I won't fucking revive them.
And
I
let
thought,
me
right, you
guess,
bastards. It's alright.
let me guess, he's tapping the
Bastards.
save me, help me thing.
Help me. Yeah, so that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
What were it? Yeah, great. It's their fault. Fucking run me over. There were no need for it.
So that's why I don't bother
You know.
giving anyone a warning anymore. Oh, because you done it to me the other month, didn't you? Last month or whenever it was, hit me with the car. She's like fuck you. And I just started blasting your car. It's like, When you
Cool.
doing
Yeah.
stop?
An accident,
It's like you fucking ran
an
me
accident.
over.
Yeah.
You know full well.
If I know your health's going,
Don't run me
what's going to happen?
over.
Yeah.
Don't run me over because
Yeah,
I will
we've
shoot
always
you.
done it. We've always done it. If it's an accident, if you're out at zone and I know your health's right down, if I can bump you into the zone, then fine. I understand that bit.
Oh yeah.
I do understand that bit. But if you fucking when they're doing it in middle, I'll tell you where it were. It was near. It went on isolated. It were on the other one, blackout. Was it? Yeah, it were. It was near a Ray.
Yeah,
And
black out.
in middle of nowhere, it was just there was just no need for it. We're going down to, in fact, we're going down to upgrade terminal. So there's generally 2 big huts there. Helicopters normally down at 1,
Yeah,
and then you've got a firing range on left hand side.
yep.
It was there, in middle of the fucking ground. And why?
Yeah, because there's
Well, but yeah,
farm type thing there by that as well.
that's it. So you know that open. You've done the upgrade, and you go into that house where the helicopter's no longer behind that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that bit in that no man's land in between that, you know, the open ground.
Yeah,
Just after the tower. I was there, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
part where you.
But bumping someone into the zone, fine. I understand that bit. An accidental. You haven't moved out the way, you know, when they're trying to pick you up.
Well, yeah,
It's a gentle little tap.
Yeah,
One of them where it's full on, it sends you fucking flying 20 feet.
Yeah, but
That's a different story.
When they bump into you, it's either, yep, okay, it's a glitch, and they've told you it's a glitch, but then they do it again. I've got no mercy on them. But then the other thing is, you can tell when they're deliberately trying to hit you, and 9 times out of 10, they're doing it just out of spite. Fuck them. Blow their car up, and if they go down and that, leave the cunt there. You know, just leave them there.
Well, you know, the funniest one is, I think it was last year. It could have, I think it was last year. There were a lad who were coming in regularly into a room called Shargy, whatever it is. All right, playing on VR, but what did he do? He blew me up in the car with SM. He knows fucking about. I got revived. He revived me, and I went, it's all right. So I blew him up in helicopter. Remember when I threw a grenade? I blew a helicopter up. It stuck to helicopter.
When you blew us,
I did that, but I managed to jump out there. Yeah, I think it was up. Yeah, but I managed to jump out of the said helicopter.
Wetlands or fidget
every game
or something like that.
Oh, listen, yeah, we were on. Yeah, I think we were doing something. I meant to throw a grenade down at the people at the bottom, and I didn't know it could stick to our helicopter. At that point, I got him with that, and he played every game we played. He tried his damnedest to try and blow me up in helicopter. Every stinking game. It was funny at first. It but it would just it got to the stage where it's not funny now. It's not. You're trying too hard. Give it up. And he wouldn't. It must have gone on for over 2 weeks. He was trying to get me. And every time he got in helicopter, I'd just fly along and jump out of fucking helicopter. You know, it goes do, out of control.
Yeah.
Not a chance of you getting me. Fucking no.
But
You blew me up for no reason. I got you back with the helicopter.
But to be fair, we've had games like that where it's just like, why are you being a cunt right now? On both sides, you and me alike. It's just like one of us, I know for a fact, are going, I will get you back, motherfucker. I swear to God, when I do, it's going to be brutal. And we've both had that. I've got you in fucking trip mines, and you've gone like, fuck you, Scorpion. I'm coming back.
But listen, if you can't hear me. Listen, if you can't hear me saying it, the silence says it all.
Oh, I know you're saying that, and that you're a lot more. Well, you're like Keys in that respect. You're a lot more you're grounded, and I've always loved people like that. But you're a lot more sweeter, more sugar coated. You know, you'll say it how it is, but
Oh,
you're a little bit more softer than I am.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
in that sense.
Yours comes across a bit blunt sometimes, a bit rough around the edges. But we know where you're coming from.
Yeah, but
Uh,
you're not the first one that said rough around the edges. I know I am, but the thing is, and that is, I'm not gonna sugarcoat something good or bad. I'm just gonna say it how it is. It,
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
a way, it's tough
yeah,
love,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I do understand there are moments where it's just like, yeah, you need to approach this differently, and I do. But fucking hell,
And
I have a
the thing,
reputation to uphold,
no,
and
no, no.
I'm no soft-hearted guy, and I'm fucking rough as nails, you know.
I think it's like anything else. I bet there is a lot of players we've played against, and they've been we're so rough around the edges, and we've gone fucking knobs, not fucking playing with them again, fucking idiots. And do you know they're probably actually really good people. They just don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, but see,
But most of
they,
nine times out of, no nine times out of 10 they are dicks.
see, but I mean, it's somehow how you and I kind of got to know each other when we were playing with Jess and whatever other,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, it's similar to when you and I first met. I don't exactly remember how, but I do remember one of the first things I said was, "Oh, that fucking guy's getting me in the corner, right? I'm going after him." And I think somewhere down the line we ended up playing together. And I don't remember
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whether it was before or after having a verse battle or this and that, but I don't know if we met via
Oh,
a matchmaking dating hub scenario, or whether that was more of just
I think it.
okay, we've run
I
into
think it.
each
I
other
think it
on a
was.
random game, you know?
Yeah, I think me and Jay were in a room because we've been playing for a few months.
Mm.
Uh, and I think it might have been. It wasn't. I don't think it was an MP. I think it were a BI. And we came in, and then we just stayed in the same room. Then next day we played again, and then again, and then again, and then again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Yeah, just
And that's how
out of
yeah, yeah,
connection.
because we all went on. But because if I remember rightly, your phone had a cracking screen at that time, didn't it?
You know, I wouldn't. I've had two now that's had cracked screens, and then
Well, when we say
that's all
crack,
due to my
it's I'm going to say, I thought that was due to like trying to bend the phone so you could have one of them curved screens.
Oh no, no, I'm bad enough with a fucking laptop, and that bends backwards and fucking forwards. No, I don't need a phone that does it. I would put it this way. I mean, I've headbutted this phone so many fucking times now, and I've thrown it about. And it's got dents and little chips out of it. I've only had it for about like what 4 or 5 fucking months. But this thing is so well
Oh,
built. I don't want to test it because I know somewhere down the line at one time when I go, oh, it won't break. It'll fucking destroy the thing. And I'm
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm no lightweight. I look athletic and kind of lean and everything, but I've got a sheer lot of power to me. And for some
You've
reason,
got the same as me on your best. Right?
I'm very underestimated in that respect. But I've headbutted this
And that's
thing
why I
so
said you
many
look like
times.
you.
It's
Yeah,
so well built now
what I said.
that there's chips and dents out of every corner and tooth and nail of this thing. Not that badly, but there was a couple of like, yeah, maybe I do need to get a case for it. But
Yeah,
it's so
yeah, you've
well
got the same
built.
as me, aren't you? Yes, 23.
I think I've got the ultra. I think I've
Yeah,
got
yeah, I've got it. I've got
the
it.
one.
It is. It's solid. It's pretty weighty as well.
It's it's definitely built like a tank, all things considered.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've
So
really
I've
gone out
got.
my way to headbutt this thing. You know, when you get out of sheer frustration, you throw something or you hit something or whatever. For mine, with the phone, while playing on this, is headbutting it. I mean, I've got a rock solid head. I'm surprised I haven't
Yeah,
broken this thing yet. I really
yeah.
am. With the amount of force that
Well,
I've headbutted this thing.
I've got the S23 Ultra. I've got the 20 Ultra as well. This
Yeah.
isn't my first S23 Ultra though. This is my second one because in February, yeah, I had one of them games and I continued having them games all through the night. And instead of having some brains and turning the phone off, I did smash the phone. And it weren't like snappy. I threw the cunt across the room. I know you were fuck off, fucking piece of shit phone. And do you remember a couple of I think last month, a month before, I said I don't know what it is with this new S23 because I got a new one 2 months ago,
It's
right?
slightly different.
And
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It just doesn't feel right. Not the way it performs. The glass doesn't feel smooth to me. Now, whether it's your thumbs gliding over the screen after a while, making it a bit smoother, I haven't got a clue. So I tend to play on the S20 or an S10, which is even fucking smoother.
Is
I
it
don't know what it is,
something like
but
a bit
I
more
don't know what I've
screen
done.
protection?
I'm gonna say I don't know what I've done. I don't know. I don't know what I've done with S23 now, because it's performing. It's starting to perform like my whole one, if you will. So it's all right. It's a lot better now. It was like grabby. It was like something we're on screen all the time. You know when you're playing and then your fingers get sweaty and it starts getting grabby,
Yeah.
or you just wash your hands. It constantly. It'd be nice and smooth. All of a sudden, grabbing. I think it's sweaty fucking thumbs, which I didn't know your fucking thumbs sweated. But yeah, you learn something new. Well, I didn't
No,
acknowledge it like I did.
I can
So
definitely
I have a
relate.
microfiber cloth inside of me. Yeah, microfiber cloth inside of me. And I find if I play, like when you first come on, we play a few MP matches, warm up.
Mm.
I find first couple of matches is a bit, the screen's a bit grabby, but after about three, four MPs and a bit of yapping in lobby, whatever oils are in your thumbs, smooth that screen on mine, smooth the screen out perfectly. Sometimes a bit too much. And then, then I just get microfiber cloth, just gently wipe over, and everything's fucking bob on. Whether the gameplay is any better, no.
I've got the dirtiest joke in my head right now. I can't
But
say
sometimes,
it on
yeah,
recording.
but sometimes I feel like not. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to go wash up because I don't want to. I've been playing the game, fucking screen's working perfectly, and I don't want to wash up because I know as soon as I wash up, it's back to fucking square one again. I might invest in a fucking another dishwasher because my last one fucking broke down, and then yeah, I might just invest in one just to save my fucking hands. Oh, I want to keep that dirty oil on my fucking thumbs. Why? Thank God. It was like this morning, and so I slept all fucking night. It was brilliant. I've been fucking, like I said, Tin Man, blah, blah, blah. And my phone bleeped this morning. And I think it was about 10 to 8. And I went, it's fucking texting me this time of morning.
It's probably
So,
half
turns
the
on, picks phone up.
it's probably half the
No, it
reason
was,
is sleep deprived.
no,
And the other thing is obviously,
no.
you know, anything else you got on your hands might just be grabbing onto it. Because I know, obviously, behind doors, etc.
Yeah, well, mine, this text this morning, it was over half in Turkey. I'm like, right, so let's have a look. Oh, you alright? I'm like, what? What the fuck? Am I on fucking sleep? You warm me up? What do you mean I'm alright? So I text, to get him, there's a 2 hour difference. So here, 5 to 8, over there, it's like fucking 5 to 10. So I phone's up. No answer. I'm like, really? So I sent a text instead. I said, yeah, I'm fine. Why are you asking? Oh, you haven't answered your phone. Well, yeah, it's called sleep. You're 2 hours ahead of me. She went, oh shit, I forgot.
I was gonna say maybe she
You go back
just
to sleep. I'm asleep. She went, oh right, I forgot. Yeah, 2 hour difference. Go back to sleep. Fucking want me up now.
See,
Okay.
that's what annoys
Which
me
give me an
when
excuse. Which give me.
that's what annoys
Yeah,
me when my
yeah. Which give me an
partner
excuse. Come down.
always have the alarm clocks on. And it's just they've got to be at work or they've got to be out doing whatever. And then I know Nia would be the same as well. You know, she'll have a fucking clock on. And it's just like, I've got a day off, I'm not doing anything, I haven't got to be up early, whatever it is. And you know what it's like. You're in a relationship, they move, you wake up and that, and they can fucking drift off back to sleep in 2 minutes. You know, and it's that same thing.
I'm awake
That
now.
fucking alarm will go off,
And
and
then,
it's
and
like, wake up, bitch, for fuck's sake. It's 6 o'clock,
then.
it's shattered as hell. Get your fucking ass up, knock that thing to snooze before I lob it out that fucking window.
It's like, yeah, it's not the. Yeah, it's not the first 2 rings. It's that third and fourth and fifth one.
You know?
Started getting annoying. Because you're asleep, but you're not asleep, and you're going, it'll be off in a second. It'll be off in a second.
Yeah.
You've not turned fucking alarm off yet.
It's
Okay,
not
been going off
down
the last
the
fucking
line.
5 minutes with you.
And it's not now down the line.
But I'm not too bad because I built an extension on back in my house. It's my crash room, you know, for when I'm bad.
Yeah.
Not bad like a naughty step. So I'm in there most of the time. She's up upstairs and I'm in there. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I hear nothing.
You see,
Except for odd.
you roughly know of the ex in that film a couple of years ago, and she obviously was the same. I think still is the same as your girl in that respect. And you know what it's like, they have to be up at certain times, and they're out for
Yeah.
It's just
There's no time. There's no like, even though they're up half hour. Even though they're up half hour earlier than what they should be, there's no time for a fucking quick smooch and fucking hug. It's, I'm having my brew, just leave me alone, I'm off to work, and that's it. It's like, right, see you, bye.
See, it's one thing.
I'm short and sweet.
It's one thing if you've got stuff going on and this, and that, and the other. But if you've been up all the time, then that's down to you to kind of kick your own ass. But then if you've been passed out all the thing and you just got your head down and that thing goes off, it's not then the fucking guy's job to wake their fucking sleeping ass up, is it? It's their own. It's just, it's yeah.
Well, it's a weird one. With my other half, it's a weird one because she does 3 nights, she works nights, and then when she comes home on the third, well, she comes home every morning, but on the third day, she'll come in, and even though she's not at work the next day, she'll be in bed till 3 o'clock the next afternoon, and I can understand where it comes from.
Yeah.
But to me, it's a bit like weird. So you get a day off because she'll have 1 day off, and on that day she's off, she's just flat out at world. So basically, when she wakes up for work on the 5th day, if we will, it's like, well, I've seen you for like 4 hours. So basically, in this house, it's like I live on my own.
Given
it's just like I've got a lodger here.
Given what she does, I'm not going to say on because this is obviously YouTube and everything else, but I'm not going to say what she does in that respect, but you can understand that given what she does, it's just like, I mean, it's the same with us security guys in that respect, You're doing however long. And anything can happen. It's, it is one of them things where it's just like, okay, it's understandable. But it's like living with kids. They come home from school, you see them for about an hour, if that. There's no fun, there's no games, there's no talks, there's nothing. And it's even worse when you have a partner. Like, you're supposed to be like all lovey-dovey, hugging, kissing, fucking romantic nights in, and you get fuck all. better part of the month. It's depressing as the guy, you know. But again, you understand, and it's the same from their end with us as well,
Oh yeah.
you know.
But I think sometimes as us as men, we forget they're exactly the same. They
Yeah,
need their own space as well. Men seem to think, we want fucking space. Women are the same. They work if they're working and they come back, they want fucking a couple of hours to themselves to just ground themselves, get going back down from work, de-stress. And sometimes we start chatting about because we're fucking children at that time. So we
yeah,
start clatting around, we go, the fuck's do you never give it a rest?
yeah. But see, when it comes to us men, for most, I'm not saying all, but for most, it's a little bit more easier to keep us occupied in that respect, especially if you're. I mean, there's nothing simple about me. I'm very complex. I'm very difficult to get to know, but I like things really simple and just easy going, you know. And I think you're the same, being older. But it's
I don't
for
take
us.
anything
It's
fucking seriously.
for us. It's very much, you know, a little bit more easier. But I don't think as men, and this is where we might differ a bit. For us men, it's not kind of reciprocated and received. If we want space and everything else, and the woman just doesn't understand it, whereas men needs to be a lot more understanding of the female. And sometimes there is a bit of a lost communication. So for you having a kind of padded room in that respect, that's a good thing. It's our own man cave, but I can understand where a female would get
It
pissed off
is.
after a while. You know?
Yeah, but it's not, but in our scenario, in my scenario, it's not too bad because I go to the extension, 6 days out of the fucking week, and just crash in there.
Mm.
She also has her own room to her own self to crash, if you know what I mean. So it actually plays to both benefits, you know, for us.
Well, it's the
She
same.
goes to her nights.
It's the same as, you know, you have your life, they have theirs, and you come together, and there's no pun intended,
That's it, and we have a life
but you
together.
come, yeah.
I think
You know?
with that space, it does help. You know, having that space between us, it makes us stronger as a couple, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Because we have something to talk about. We're not in each other's pockets, sat in the fucking living room all night.
you have the time
Like
apart.
you watch
So,
that Google Gogglebox crap.
ah,
Google Box, Gogglebox, whatever it is. And you got an old couple there and a family sat there. I'm like, what's that? That looks strange to me.
well, see, it's the same with my past ex relationships, and even to this one. Yeah, I've always said, right, wherever it is in the house that is the most comfortable spot for me, obviously due to my own physical kind of tweaks and issues here and there that comes up, you know. If so, for instance, I'll always sleep on the left side of the bed, whether it's by the door or near the window, whatever it is. I'll sleep on the left side more often than not because
That must be a man thing, because
no, for me, it's I don't mind sleeping on the right, but if I'm on the right hand side and I'm trying to sleep to the left, all I know is I've got someone else that's gonna then roll over into me or this and that and the other. And let's be honest, women more often than not are fucking pain in the ass when it comes to sleep patterns because they're here, there, everywhere. They nick the cover or they just don't want you there at all, and then they complain because you're not there. You know. But I have a injury on the left side of the body, so although it seems ridiculous that you put pressure on it, putting pressure on it in somewhat of a way kind of cushions it a little bit and makes it a little bit more bearable.
yeah,
So I'm always on the left side, but more often than not, you know, something like that works beneficial for everyone in the long run, especially if you're near the door and they like the window. But then, say something like your man cave, having the room to yourself, it's the same thing. Certain place in the house, I'll prefer to sit more often than not. So where I'm at is the bedroom at the old place with the ex. it was on the left side of the couch. That's where I'd always be, and if she was out somewhere, then I'd lay down, have my head up on the right side and feet down. So,
Yeah.
but that's just how it is, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's ours is where you
I'll,
said
I'll sleep on the couch.
like I said
Simple as that.
yeah, same as me.
Yeah.
We said when we went to buy a settee, people sit up on a settee when they go buy a settee. You know when they go to buy one, I'm like down, and she go fucking get up. I'm not getting up. This is how I don't sit upright. I slouch or I'm relaxed, comfortable. So I'm not gonna get a new sofa if I'm sat up. I want to see what it's like when I'm laid down, because that's 90% of the place I fucking do. And we don't. They thought she thinks I'm just being awkward. I'm not. So yeah, everyone. Yeah, like I said, everyone has a place. Always funny enough, if it sounds silly, is the breakfast bar and kitchen. It is. I think I explained. I can only play the game sat at the breakfast bar. I can go to the other work units, worktops. It's not the same. I've got to sit on a gaming chair at the breakfast bar with me both elbows on fucking table. I've tried settee. I can't get comfortable. The way you sit went overnight, over there.
Yeah.
I've tried it. I just can't get comfort.
I
So,
was
she's
just
saying because
thinking
my
about that.
PC's
Just
in
saying
at the breakfast bar as well. You know the screen.
Yeah.
It's like our focal point. And then if I'm winding her up, I'm in the fucking kitchen section, fucking winding her up while she's sat there, even though she's not looking. I know she's fucking looking. I'm pretty cool bitch at the corner of her eye.
Oh yeah. See, I've been
And I wind it up.
See, I've been lucky because I've had two relationships now that have played COD. My last one, I ended up getting her on COD, and I still see her pop up every now and then. And then, obviously, the one I'm with now, who Nia. Neve, Nia,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
However
Yeah.
way you want to put it,
Yeah.
you know. You know,
It is. It's
I'm
weird.
not joking about it.
I've been lucky. I've been lucky in one way. Not my Sharon, who I'm with now. We used to do the Xbox and the PlayStation and navigation. For some reason, I never liked. I'm a PC player. Alright. So, and Sniper Elite and all them.
Sniper Elite.
So I haven't a clue why I don't like sniper rifles as much.
Sniper
Elite.
Sniper
I would play
Elite
it on
is good,
PC.
yeah. That's the only good thing about Sniper Elite on PC is you can really get in the moment and it's a genuine gameplay. Yeah.
Bullet time. When you shoot some print ball, it shows in instant replay when it goes through flesh and then bone. But I don't know. I stopped. I used to build PCs at once upon a time. You know when you get people asking you, can you just, and you do it, you don't charge, and you are, but it takes away from what you're doing. And I lost interest in doing PCs, doing software, basic software, anything to do with it. I just got sick to death of them. Well, my last PC I bought, which is under the breakfast bar now, it must be, 7 years old.
See,
It's a big book off the end.
I remember we talking about this when was it, last week, the other day, whenever it was. It is one of them things where you enjoy your craft, you love what it is that you do, and someone else comes in and says, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" It takes away from the whole experience of.
It does.
I
mean, I did it to find an outlet. I don't know. I don't know how I can relate it to music or musical instrument. I find it was something for me to do, and something for me to better myself a little bit, if you know what I mean. Just get away from everyday fucking shit I normally do. Hence, I don't like doing any building work on my own fucking house. But I know I have to do it. But that's different. That's more of a chore now, which is no one wants to do.
It doesn't help because your partner and that is kind of less than I want it like this or I want it like that or why are you resting or
Oh
so
yeah,
it does kind of get
and I
involved
do
in the
understand.
movement, but
Yeah,
with that
I
said,
understand the point you make. I do understand the point you make, and yeah,
oh yeah, it
once
needs to
it's
get
done, it's
done.
done.
Okay,
And I understand that bit. I
but
do understand that bit, but fucking hell,
but
you know.
you
So
don't
like they say,
you don't want your hobby becoming a job to the point where you fall out of love of it, like you're then stuck doing it and you just don't
which
get
with
on a goal.
and that's the
So
problem.
I get
That's
that.
unfortunately, yeah, and unfortunately, that's the problem. I
Yeah.
have.
See,
Uh,
it's the, I suppose in the
I've
sense
done
of
it. I
that
mean,
as well in gaming, and I can say this because obviously what you have of certain things with your girl, obviously, I have of mine, as you know. But with that said, it's just I can understand where it's just like I'm kind of losing a little bit of interest in this because it's just like competition after friendly competition to help each other grow, and that's not which we've all done. But it gets to the point where it's just like, when does it become unenjoyable because you just feel like every time you're just being shitted on, or you're being told what to do or this and that, and I do get it. But it that's why they say to people more often than not, don't ever date someone who is in the same profession because more often than not is bound to doomed. And it is
yeah,
true in a
100%.
lot of ways. It is true.
Yeah.
So it is understandable.
Well, see, I used to do what my own. I used to do the same job as my partner was once upon a time.
Mm.
I used to work upon the wall, and my whole family, one half of all my family are all in medical. So it's a weird one. So obviously I went down that route a little bit, but I found I made more money doing building work. So did that. So
It's a little bit.
that's the short version of it.
It's a little bit more ongoing, a little
But
bit more heavy duty, a little bit more where you can take your frustration out, but also
yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
it and this and that and the other.
And as you know, yeah, and as you know for yourself, when you're in a band and you have band mates, it's not just a matter of being together; it's the camaraderie, is it called?
Come
The
out.
laugh, having
Yeah,
bouncing off each other.
it's how
Yeah, it was
it's
that.
the
Listen,
conducive synergy.
if I didn't get paid to do a job, just to be with lads,
Mm.
if you will, hey, that would have been payment enough. You don't realise it at the time; it's after it stops, and that's the bit what fucking threw me on a downwards mental wise, threw me on a downward spiral for about 2 years because we all went their separate ways,
See, that's
and I could never think what it was.
that's the problem, and in this sense, that as you brought the music and the band up, and just because a band is like a family in that respect, and your work buddies,
Oh
you
yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
there like brothers in a sense. You're always there when you've got their back, and this and that and the other, especially in, things like what you do, and and certain other professions, or even just careers or hobbies or
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
you are the closer you get, the longer you can work, and the more you kind of get a feel of who's who.
And when it's gone, it's like there's an element missing, and you don't know you don't figure out what it is. I can't figure it out. You
Well,
know, like something missing. Like, well, I lost a fucking leg or something,
well,
but you haven't actually lost a leg.
well, there's that, but there's also the fact of, in that sense, what was there is like a shock to the system, but it's also the thing that you take, you know, family isn't blood, it's by bond and love and support, and that can be
That's
anywhere.
yeah,
And family's family, and that, and that don't mean shit if the support
yeah, yeah,
and understanding isn't there. You and I both know that.
yeah, yeah.
We're not
Yeah, we know that.
afraid
Yeah,
to
we know that.
admit the truth of that. Yeah, that's the darker side of reality, but that's the truth nonetheless. But
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
also take on other people in that sense as well. You kind of build a family that's not blood oriented, but bond oriented.
You get
And
on, yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
we seem to get on
being
better with him.
and being in a family is sorry, being in a family, being in a band in a sense, or have been in bands, you take on you essentially take on everyone in the sense of family and this that, and the other. But the darker side of that is getting shit done when no one else has done their part and trying to have the understanding up until the point. That's when it gets to that point. That's the part where it becomes a piss take. And yeah, but it's also the fact that you are close. You're not alone, and quite
Yeah,
frankly, you know
that's
that,
the whole point.
your brothers and your sisters are essentially there, and it is
Yeah.
something that can
Yeah,
do to shit with
I
you, but at the same time, it can be a real head fuck, and as with anyone,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just a lot more on
And it's
the
like the get
intimate,
to.
personal
Oh yeah, it's like the
level.
get to. Yeah, it's like the get together. Like, I'm going down for such and such a thing. Who's coming down? Blah blah blah. Every now and then, and it seems to be more with them than now lately.
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, you go down, but it's the same, but it's not the same. There's an unspoken something. Don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like an unspoken something, like a bit of distance where you've been in each other's pockets 24 hours a fucking day, 7 days a week, whether it's talking, going down, meeting, whatever. Or because we were working in my case, because we were working 7 days a week, same group, year after year. So you come in, you'd always have one who's joking at fucking a group. And it'd be like, same fucking joke, we've heard it 20,000 fucking times, but you still laugh at it. Because you're thinking, you said that last fucking week. Or they're saying, just as going punchline, you say it before them.
Yeah.
And they'll look at you and go, it's not like I've not heard it before, is it? In a joking,
It's
pal kind of way.
the reason is for that is that they
But
say
now it,
that with
yeah,
anyone that you've been friends with for a long time, you can not see each other for however long, and you can meet up with them, and you can pick up from yesterday because you do have that unspoken thing,
oh,
that
yeah,
unspoken chemistry,
yeah.
that unspoken synergy in that respect.
Well,
But the thing
how's,
is,
how's that for we?
the thing is the
I'm
part that
going to
they
say, me and
forget to
Nick,
mention about is what you once had can never, ever, ever be replicated again. And if you try and do that, it's
no,
fake. And that's the part that
that's right.
people don't say about the unspoken chemistry and the truth. Is you can have this and that connection, but it will never be the same as it once was. And the more comfortable you become, the more boring it gets. And I suppose in the West, the same with relationships and why people cheat and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
leave and this and that because
Yeah,
it's
well,
too comfortable. So you got to keep it interesting, but
oh,
you
oh,
also know where you stand.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like when you haven't seen someone for ages, and then, like you just said, same scenario as it's exactly what you just said. You go around, what are you up to? Not much, but you're talking like you'd only seen them yesterday, but you haven't seen them for like a year.
Well, it's like,
You have people go,
well, it's
I
like,
haven't seen him for ages. You're talking like you only seen him yesterday, well, yeah, that's how we get on.
well,
We just do. It could be 10 years and you can still talk like you'd seen him yesterday.
yeah, but you still have to somewhat make a bit of an effort, and a lot of people don't, and that's when you end up coming
And I think,
out of it all.
and I think that's because you've been with that long, whether it's partner or pals, you know the routine, even though you haven't been there for the last 3 years or 2 years or 1 year. You know the routine, so it's not quite me asking you how work is to know how it is.
Mm.
So you don't talk about work because that's awesome. That's what you talk about. And it's like, what are you up to? Not much. Da-da-da-da. Couple of brews. Da-da-da-da. See you next year. You go out the door.
Yeah, but then there's things
Yeah.
that do change and people don't ask and they expect it to be the same, and that's where it's just like, no, I actually do have a life, you know. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
it depends how well you know someone and everything else. If they're private, like, you know, I'm not and vice versa, especially when it's in this kind of scenario. Behind doors, it's something else, but you know, you kind of know
Oh, wow.
who's who and what's what.
Well, we were talking. Yeah, well, it's your listen. How's this for small worlds, right? Right. My best pal in the real world, yeah, who lives basically 8 doors up from me. We always see each other, right? We used to go around like every day. He's married, blah blah, kids, whatever. Guess what it's called? Johnny. John. Guess what his last name is? Quinn. He's fucking Irish. What a small fucking world.
Johnny Quinn. Sounds like
John Quinn.
it sounds like a kind of
Well,
John
it's
Doe
fucking.
kind of alias or something that you two in like a kind of Japanese
What is it?
mafia kind of thing. It's kind of it is a
No,
kind
no,
of a cool name.
it's a big, it's well, like most Irish families, it's a biggish family. Because usually we if it's a John or a Johnny Quinn, right, we have the Patrick in between, so it's like a Johnny Patrick Quinn.
JPQ.
But it's really weird because you're called Johnny, and Nia is from Ireland,
I don't care if you're from
Irish.
fucking Belfast or Donegal or fucking Dublin. Just stop taking the piss out of
Yeah,
fucking Johnny Quinn.
yeah, it's not a Conor McGregor. I watched
No
that fucking
fucking no.
documentary about him. So I know. Yeah, that one. Oh, who the hell's texting me?
I'm not even gonna go into that because if I start somewhere down the line, I'll probably offend someone, which is not my intention. But you know, there's always some snowflake out there. But if I go down that route, I won't stop. And my accent's already, you know, foreign accent syndrome as it is, and if I go down that route, my accent and voice is going to be fucked for the rest of the day. So I'll quit there while I'm ahead.
All right.
And I always am.
Oh no, she
anyway,
just sent me some photos.
but-
Yeah, she just sent me some photos. I wonder what the message was. They just sent me some photos. They've gone not quad parking. You know, we're in them jeeps. Off-road fucking jeeps. I'm like, alright, that's fun. I'm fucking stood in kitchen.
Yeah.
Never having fun, that's a good thing. Back it.
Yeah. You all good? No. I'll start.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, let's do one.
Fuck it. Oh, fancy.
Enemy contact!
Fuck off, fucking. Get the thing. Yeah, no offense, Merv, but your AK setting is shit.
Enemy in sight! Tango down!
It's good, but it's really slow. Oh, you little dirty shotgun. Fuck. That was interesting, not gonna lie. Yeah, your AK thing, your AK-17, that's really slow, man. The mobility, anyway. Accuracy is good. Damage is good. Mobility is shit. Bye 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 bye.